Time for a February 20th progress report. We're making some steps towards getting the place open, but we are still way too slow and way behind schedule. Some drywall has been done there and over there. And just yesterday, this wall was done. Now as soon as I fill in the gaps and sand it, and then I can paint it and put the little whitewashing machines against this wall and run the water lines to them. The furnace and its whole system is in. At the rate we're going though, by the time we have heat, we're not going to need heat. So I've kept myself busy with this project of building and reinforcing the change machine wall. Got a couple of steel bars bolted through this machine that go all the way to the roof and floor. I put another big piece of angle iron in that bolts to the bars and into this machine. And then I set about tying it all together. Little pieces here and there to make it a little bit harder to pull apart. I figure we're going to need 4 or 5 crackheads to take this wall apart now to get to the money. And even when they do, it's all still bolted together. I built this wall all myself. Put all the pieces together. Put it where I thought it needed to be. I tightened up the whole mount for this power outlet here. I put this whole end wall in. And it was easier to do it in plywood, so I did it in plywood the whole way. So the change machines are about ready to go. I fired the electrician, and I'm going to have him in court for a civil case in a week. And then I was told I can get criminal charges on him too for theft of movable property. Well, we'll see how that goes. We had to dig down into here and put in a drain for the bathroom sink. The pipe underneath that rack there, they showed me, they took a 7-foot long stick and it goes all the way down that pipe, straight down. That sewer line really drops down and goes to the main system. Here's the safety switch we had to have put in here. For those of you who know about electrical stuff, these power cables coming in are 750 MCM each, 2 hots and a neutral. And then coming out of the safety switch, we have a set of 4-aught cables, one set for each 200 amp breaker panel. So we've made progress there. These cables are thicker than my thumb. They're heavy and I'm sure they're hard to bend. Even the 4-aughts here are pretty stiff. And the breaker panels are starting to get their main wires run through. All this still has to be done. All this still has to be done. We're coming along. I have to, there's the furnace back there. As soon as the furnace has gas and power, we can use it. I still have to flush out and rebuild the water heater. I have to move the water storage tank in the back and see if I actually need it. I ran the blue PEX in for the water system. So it's coming along, but it's taken way too long. I wanted to be open at Halloween. This is the middle of February. Boy, I'll tell you what, next time I do any kind of a build like this, there's going to be some pretty strict terms and conditions as to when the job must be done by. And here's a tip for all of you. When paying a contractor, use a credit card. Or at least pay them through PayPal, that way you have buyer protection of some sort. I'm doing a chargeback on the electrician who I fired for his 3rd payment. And I don't know what I'll get out of him in court. Probably nothing, because he has a reputation for not paying a few previous judgments. But at least I'll have it on the record. And if anyone else goes to hire him, they'll see. So, things are coming along, but they're taking way too long. This is my third 60-pound washer and a 275-gallon water storage tank up there. Because this place only has a 3/4 inch water line feeding it, which ain't gonna be enough with 360s or 440s all trying to fill at once. I have the PEX clamped to this board to straighten it. PEX goes up over the roof and to the back corner back there and comes down to the water system, which will all be back there. I'll put in today the pressure regulator and some other things. Get that all in place. So, slow progress. The electrician I have in here now is doing a much better job. I had him do work for me in the past. But still, this should have been done a long time ago. We had some more progress happen since yesterday. They finally came and put the new 6-meter manifold in place. My gas meter will go there. We just have one line in place now running the one that needs gas right now. It took 6 months to get this in place. 6 months. Here's a further update, March 4th. We're getting some work done with drywall in parts of the place. My electrician has got all the heavy wiring done. The 750 cables coming in, 4 outs going out to each breaker. Each breaker panel. We had to run this pipe up and over the ceiling, push these wires through the pipe, and that was hard. There's 3 of us working on that. I got the wires down through and connected to the breaker panels. And running those 4-out wires in 2-inch pipe. Oh boy. Should have been 2.5 or 3-inch pipe. And all this back here still isn't done. The furnace is in place. It has its exhaust pipe. A lot of stuff still isn't done. Bathroom still isn't touched. The drywall was done over here, and the joints were filled in and sanded so they can be painted, and that's a wall well and good. But I need this to be done down there, so I can paint that part of the wall near where these white washers will be and put the plumbing up. But in over a week, this hasn't been done there. There's 2 joints that need to be done. Do that so I can do that. So, I wanted to have this place open by Halloween. It is now early March, and we are nowhere near being open. And that is very annoying to me. Oh, it'll get open eventually. See how much money I can spend and time can be wasted. What do I gotta do? Pay people to come in here and work? The idea here is to make money. Let's see how much I can throw out the window. Oh boy. Well, we're getting there. It's just taking way too long.